All right, the Battle of Dunkirk is coming to the big screen, chock full of aerial fights, daring naval rescues, and, more than anything, suspense. In today's Entertainment City, we chat with the talent bringing us the war epic.
She's about to leave.
Down you go.
Dunkirk tells the story of the evacuation of hundreds of thousands of Allied troops trapped on the French beaches in May and June of 1940. The film features an impressive cast, including Tom Hardy and Cillian Murphy, and marks the acting debut of One Direction turned solo singer Harry Styles. It also introduces newcomer Fionn Whitehead, who Terry Hart spoke with about being part of the epic.
I really felt like I was in the air, I was on the beach, I was on the boats. What did it feel like for you there?
When we were doing it, same kind of feeling. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a war film. I think I would see it more as like a suspense thriller set at this time of war.
Indeed, that was a very intentional move by director Christopher Nolan, who tells Terry he didn't set out to make a typical war film.
Dunkirk to me is a suspense film because it's about survival. The events were really about survival more than the battle in a sense, or at least the section of it that we concentrate on in this film, the evacuation. It's an escape story.
They need to send more ships. Every hour the enemy pushes closer.
It's about the enemy closing in on all sides and a race against time to evacuate the guys off that beach.
So far, critics are loving Nolan's twist on the war movie genre. No surprise, really, considering his track record. He's the guy who brought us the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, and Interstellar. And it seems he's done it again.
He's not trying to make a political statement or preach to anyone. He's just kind of laying it out as it was and trying to make the audience feel, or at least attempt to feel, how it would be to be in that moment at that time.
There's no hiding from this, son. We have a job to do.
You made, I think, what a lot of people would suggest is a risky choice in casting a lot of young men who don't have acting experience.
Yeah. From
Harry to Finn. Why was that important, and what do you think it adds to the movie?
What was important to me was really paying true service to the reality of the way in which we fight wars, which is we send kids, we send 18, 19-year-olds. And in Hollywood movies, far too often, in my opinion, you've got 30-year-olds playing these new recruits. And so with Fionn Whitehead, we found a newcomer. There's no baggage. People don't know who he is.
Of course, the same can't be said for Styles, although apparently Nolan wasn't entirely aware of that when he cast him. The director recently revealed he had no idea just how famous Styles was. Either way, we're going to trust Nolan's instincts on Styles being a good fit for the role. After all, he's no stranger to casting against type, and it's worked out for him so far. We need only look to his choice of the late Heath Ledger to play the Joker in The Dark Knight.
It's simple. Kill the Batman.
Still one of the best casting choices of all time. And coming up later this week, of course, we'll be hearing more from Nolan and the stars of Dunkirk.